What's going on? Welcome to the Totally Blitz podcast. We're going to run through the week 3 NFL slate. And of course, we're going to cap it off with the Thursday night football game. Cardinals hosting the Seattle Seahawks divisional game. Both teams 2-1. Got a lot on the line early on in the season. But as always, before we jump into all this action, go down, like, and subscribe. Comment along the episode because we are live tonight. I'm Paul Pick and Win'em, and I'm joined with.
You already know, man. It's your boy Kev Waterboy's your boy, aka the most depressed fan in NFL football right now. But Paul, bro, my college team lost.
Yeah, yeah, they
My
did.
NFL team lost.
Join the club.
My fantasy football team lost.
Win some, lose some on that aspect.
And I lost a couple of bitches this week
Mm, mm,
over football.
damn. And then you lost bitches over football and y'all didn't even score a point. That's kind of crazy.
Crazy. Crazy.
I don't know
It'd
if
be
I'm
like
gonna
that.
die about it right now.
It'd be like that, man. I don't know what the fuck happened that game, bro. I don't, after the second pick, I like that was probably it didn't hit me that's probably like the first time in like 10 years that I was like, yeah, I can't watch the Falcons no more.
Come to the dark side, bro. I don't even look forward to Sundays no more.
Bro,
Like
that's crazy. You feel
I,
I was telling on
I'm a
Monday, I was telling
Saturday football fan myself, particularly college football is better than NFL, if you ask me.
bro, I was a well, yeah, have you seen the way the fucking Hurricanes packed out that stadium versus
That's
the fucking way the Dolphins do it?
that's the best team in court that plays in that stadium every weekend. That's all I'm gonna say.
I mean, they are ranked number two right now. That's a good take. But bro, when I look at the fucking I was telling everybody just fuck football. I don't know why we could spend our weekends on watching that shit. But when I look at the stats from our game, if that's the first game that we go into, bro, this shit is insane, Paul. We lost 30-0, and the Panthers didn't even play good.
No, it was like defense and like all defense that for them boys, short field positions.
Bro, we had more first downs than the Panthers. The Panthers went 3 for 11 on third down, but they went 2 for 2 on fourth down. We had more plays than the Panthers. We had more total yards than the Panthers, more total drives, more yards per play. The Panthers only had 114 passing yards. We had a 200. They had rushed for 110, shout out, blah, blah, blah. And these niggas had 6 penalties for 55 yards. And they only held the ball 3 minutes longer than us. But we lost first game 30-0. That shit is crazy. And we missed fucking field goals. All of them.
Yeah, y'all cut Young Hoku, which I'm not saying was the wrong idea or good idea, but y'all like offer it missed the first field goal of the game. It wasn't like none of the missed field goals were gimmies. It was like 50 yarders, so they were like good field goals. Like they're not gimmies. But I was just like, damn, like y'all literally just cut y'all's like only good player, relevant player in any aspect for like the last 5, 7 years that was like holding it down when there was like no one else on the squad. Y'all cut him and immediately missed 2 field goals, like off rip. The game start, bam, miss. I was like, this is the football guys. You don't cut the guy. That's like fucking the Chiefs cutting Harrison Buckner off of just a couple misses halfway through the season. Like you don't do that. Like you keep that motherfucker around. He's won you so many games. And so not saying it was a good idea or bad idea, but to me, that was just the mojo I felt when that happened. And then I was like, okay, y'all got the misses out the way. Panthers are so bad that y'all going to halftime. It's still like 10-0. Like, it's like, okay, like we played the worst ball we could play, and it's still a 10-0 game. Like, it's a ball game. And then fucking like y'all's first possession or something, like fucking 11-yard pick six. It might have been the second possession y'all had because it was such quick
Yeah,
possessions
I was the
during this game.
second.
But
I think it
I
was
was
like
just like,
8 minutes into the third.
like hands up, like fucking, bruh, like, all right, like y'all don't want to win this, but 17-0. I was saying that, like, bruh, I stopped keeping tabs on that game. I was like, yeah, bro. Falcons. I said like, oh, Falcons easy lock. Yeah, fucking. Luckily, I had no time. I had woke up late, so I didn't bet on this game. But I was just like, yeah, fucking, of course. Like this would be the gimme that the Falcons will lose.
Bro, I'm telling you, we usually wait to the end of the season to do shit like this. But 30-0, like people weren't even like making fun of me. They were just like, yeah, I saw that, bro. And I was like, yo, really? The Panthers don't score 30 against anybody, but let alone to shut the whole a
A
divisional
shutout.
team
A
out.
shutout's nuts in the NFL, let
That's
alone against the Panthers.
crazy. Crazy. And you started off with two field goals, misses on your first two drives?
And
Like
then
what?
Marcus, I just know was like, I'm just upset that like I didn't get to talk to him of like live updates throughout the game because I didn't know he was probably JC Horn lock up, like fucking Chuba Hubbard will get a
Bruh,
2 yard run and he'll be like Chuba Hubbard gets those. I'm like, all right, big dog, fucking
bruh.
do you?
Me and Marcus have the most respectful rivalry out of all the NFC South. Because we're not really worried about each other. Like, feel me? It's them Bucks. We hate them. And then when the Saints are doing good, we hate them too, right? Nobody really cares about the Saints when they're bad. But when they're good, fuck them boys.
And then outside of y'all's game, moving along with we had the Vikings beating the Bungalows 48-10. It was
What?
48-3. And they let up.
What the fuck?
They play no. They Carson Wentz didn't even have to do much. Jordan Mason scores a few touchdowns. Isaiah Rodgers, I think, scores 2 touchdowns, and that's a defender, ladies and gentlemen. If y'all don't know, Isaiah Rodgers does not play offensive ball. He plays all defense,
Fact.
and he scored 2 of them things. They were on Browning's head top throughout all this game. Interception, fucking defense. Brian Flores had cooked up the greatest game I've ever seen by a defense, and boy, oh boy, fucking Carson Wentz didn't have to do much. It's fun. I like it, but there was some funny things going on in the chat during this game.
Bruh. The way the way I could have traded Russell Wilson and T. Higgins after week two. I knew I saw Joe Burrow go down. I could have been like, yo, I'm gonna give you Russell Wilson and T. Higgins for whatever bullshit quarterback you want to give me, and and a good receiver. But no, I said, yo, Jake Browning, he's been under center before. We can trust him. He'll get us. He'll take us. He'll take us where we need to go.
Nah,
That's not him.
not
He's not
that
that
car, not
guy.
that jalopy.
Kirk Cousins. I'm Kirk Cousins. I'm paying if they didn't have to pay Joe Burrow so much. Kirk, come over here real quick. Let's
Fucking, I will say the Vikings. We haven't even seen the untapped potential, but Jordan Mason. This is why dynasty football is so fun. Like last year, 3/4 into our fantasy football season, Corey trades Marcus a second round pick in the upcoming draft for Jordan Mason. And everyone's on his head top. Oh, why are you trading, bro? You're not going to play the field. Da, 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 da. Fast forward a year later, you keep the whole team. It's dynasty, baby. Every whole team carries over. And Jordan Mason is now on that motherfucker's squad. And he's an RB1 for like the rest of the year while Aaron Jones is injured. And it's just like, yeah, I probably would have traded a second round pick for what potentially would turn into an RB1 this year. Because 115 yards, 2 touchdowns, some receiver work. Like, what,
hear
like
Corey over here size the dude's like, what you say again?
yeah, bro,
What y'all
it'd be
say?
so funny in that dynasty chat too, because like you'll respond to that message from like a year and a half ago. Just like, huh? What was y'all saying? Like it'd be hilarious. But yeah,
I'd have a folder just for screenshots for that chat. Like, okay, all right.
and the Minnesota Vikings, I mean, love it or hate it, bro. We're just calling this Adolf Hitler football, ladies, because it was just like, yeah, blonde hair, blue guy, a quarterback running the helm for Kevin O'Connell. They finna be cooking. 300 yards, fucking 2 touchdowns. Like Sam Darnold, Kirk Cousins, now Carson Wentz. That boy Kevin O'Connell has a type.
Yeah,
Then
bro. They made Carson Wentz. They let Carson Wentz win. That's crazy.
and then we had this game was so great. The Steelers win 21-14. Ramondre Stevenson fumbles a couple times. Drake May fumbles also on like a sack or whatever the fuck could have happened. But the big one was Ramondre Stevenson fumbling on like the 1 yard line. Like just get over the goal line and literally gets the ball punched out. Maybe it's a different ball game if that doesn't happen. Same thing. I believe Drake May loses the ball in the red zone too. So both of them could have easily not fucked up. But it's just the battle. This is red zone mistakes for this team. The Patriots lose here at home 21-14, and there's some stats that's showing that Vrabel might not be as good of a coach as we may have thought he was.
Damn, kid. Tell me how this game went. Cause I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of sick with the Falcons at 1 o'clock.
the Steelers forced 5 turnovers. Yeah,
Fuck.
Stevenson fumbles twice. Drake May throws an interception in the on the 5 yard line. Stevenson fumbles on the 1 yard line. Um, Probably won't happen again moving forward. But Stevenson was known to be a fumble issue coming into the season, and they just keep trotting his ass out there. Not like they don't have a beast of a running back they drafted in the second round out of Travion Henderson, but moving forward, I think Travion Henderson probably going to start being RB1 because the fumbling issues for Stevenson is just carried over once again. Steelers defense finally showed up. 5 forced turnovers. You're not winning that ball game. I don't care who you are. And not saying Aaron Rodgers looked good by any means. He only had like a
The
hundred.
touchdown.
Yeah, like 140 yards or something abysmal. And but it was just game manager enough to win the ball game.
Nigga said abysmal.
This was not good football. This was like Steelers make Patriots drive ball down, turnover in the red zone. Steelers can't drive, punt, force another turnover, good field position, touchdown. It was just Patriots just kept shooting themselves in the foot as much as they could.
Yeah, bro. I gotta get beat Travion Henderson. I gotta get, bro.
And then we did have a few blowouts. The first one on the list that we have, well, we already talked one with the Falcons. But the next one on the list, the Colts win 41 to the Titans 20. Daniel Jones fucking might be in MVP talks, but Jonathan Taylor's the star of this week with the 3 touchdowns, 100 and something yards.
Bro, imagine if I had told you a month and a half ago that the top 5 passing yards would be Justin Herbert at number 1, Geno Smith at number 2, Daniel Jones at number 3, Dak Prescott at number 4, and Drake May at number 5. Imagine if I had told you that shit a month and a half ago.
See the Drake May part, I'm not too shocked because that's my dog. But Daniel Jones was my sneak play of the year. I had sent you a picture real quick on your phone, and it was me and Marcus back in June because he was talking about Anthony Richardson, and I was just in there telling him, nah, bro, Daniel Jones is gonna be the starter. That's gonna be a top 10 quarterback in fantasy football, top 10, top 12 quarterback this year. And that boy so far has lived up to my expectations. I just thought, bro, this Colts team has just been one decent quarterback away forever.
Yeah, for a minute. Since
They
Andrew Luck retired.
finally got somebody who's just a game man. He don't care about the pizzazz. He's just there. And especially the Baker Mayfield story, the Jared Goff story, this guy that had been somewhere and they fucking wrung him dry. And then now here he is on second, third chance. They tend to fucking tighten the fuck up and just do their fucking job. And that's Daniel Jones so far doing.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't said this in a while, bro, but these niggas are gamers. The Bakers, the Daniel Jones,
The Goff.
the Goffs, they're gamers, bro. Let them get comfortable in the system. Let them figure it out. There's gonna be games where they make mistakes, but they move in when they're confident and they're really comfortable, they be moving with ice in their veins. That's what Daniel Jones is doing right now. And I want to say this, I can't say this play is gonna keep up, but he is in probably one of the weakest divisions. So 6 games where he's not really tripping and he's feeling comfortable and confident against them.
Hooping.
Yeah, that boy hooping right now.
And shout out the Colts defense. I think the defense scored the first points of the game. I think it was Kenny Moore or somebody. Kenny Moore was an absolute dog too. But yeah, the Colts
Super dog.
all cylinders cooking. Divisional opponents here as well. Same division. Jags beat the Texans 17-10. Trevor
The
Lawrence.
battle of mid.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence didn't look good. No one looked good really in this whole game. The absolute dog shite throughout everything.
Nico Collins was balling.
To sum up this whole game, bro, there was 4 turnovers in this game, and all 4 happened in the fourth quarter. So neither team really wanted to win. They was on some bullshit. It was fumble, interception, interception, fumble, and I was like, bro, no team really wants to win this ball game. Luckily, Brian Thomas finally makes a fucking play for the first time in 4 weeks to get the huge catch to set up the game-winning score. But other than that, I don't think either team feels good moving forward.
Yeah, both these teams are going taking like steps backwards for sure. And the Texans didn't look good last year. So like this isn't good. I will say, yeah, they gotta figure shit out over there because neither of these teams have look like they're playing they're gonna play football in December, in
Have you seen this
January.
photo online recently? Like they were like, "This is C.J. Stroud," and then be some old ass uncle in the jersey, bro.
It looked like shit for I ain't gonna lie.
That dude. That's what like that's the fucking. They be. I be seeing that photo quite often on Sundays.
Nah, that shit is crazy.
Not saying Trevor Lawrence is any better right now. I mean, these are both like C.J. Stroud's on top of the world. Shit the bed so far, but last few seasons. Trevor Lawrence is on top of the world. Shit the bed these last few seasons. We're still waiting for
Yeah,
the because Liam Cohen is supposed to be the quarterback guru, so we'll see if he can fix Trevor Lawrence though. And in another game, probably the most exciting game of the weekend, the
insane.
Eagles winning 33-26. Kevin, what? How did you feel about this one?
Bro, I was watching this game because I saw the Devontae Adams touchdown when he pushed off of bro, and I was like, oh, that's going to my top plays for sure because that was terrible. But
Clear as day too.
yeah, kid. So I'm thinking like, yo, if the Rams are really putting like I'm watching the first half, like, yo, the Rams are really putting the pedal to the metal, putting a throttle to them boys. And I look at the score, like, damn, niggas got like 26 to like 3 type shit. And then utterly collapse in the second half. How do you get your field goal blocked twice? And the second one was for game. Like what? What? Paul, I've never seen that before. Like literally, I've never seen that before.
I haven't
I've
seen twice in one game, and let alone the second one be for game, like you said, bro. Fucking fat ass Jordan Davis, the fifth tackle was the fat boy that took that bitch all the way home. Like, can't make up a better ending to a ball game than what that was. And let alone they're up 26-7, and it's just four consecutive point like scoring drives that like follow that. And it's who and by what? Is it Saquon Barkley running the ball? No,
hell
it's
no.
fucking it's fucking old Jalen Hurts throwing three tutties, boy. The three different people. Dallas Goedert, you probably know that name. Devontae Smith, you probably know that name. And AJ Brown, I know that name too. So like fucking them boys did it. They showed you they can win anyway, and I hate them for it.
Yeah, no cap. I respect the fuck out of I respect the fuck out of Philly for doing what they do because I be low key going to back for them boys even though I'm not the biggest Philly fan. I'd be going to back because everybody says like, man, Jalen Hurts is a running back. I was like, no, that's just not the game plan that
You
we.
gotta respect. You gotta put like, game is game at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's
You
it's
gotta
all
respect.
on it's all on what wins the game that week. If they try throwing that bitch and it's not working, they gonna run and they gonna keep running. Like it's
And
whatever the game plan
this
is.
might be the recipe moving forward too, because like Shaquan's not breaking off any big runs because the defenses are all like, "Yo, there's gonna be one motherfucker that ain't breaking loose, and it's Shaquan." Like everyone, they're so locked in on Shaquan that like it's open on the outside.
Facts, and this is not something would see from Sean McVay. I'm not used to Sean McVay blowing crazy leads like this. This isn't even nothing like it was just a completely different Rams team in the second half.
Yeah, no, it was. And shout out to the defensive coordinator for the Eagles because you got to give him some credit. And no, I'm not saying the name.
But who it is?
Vic Fangio, old ass.
I know.
But
Your
I will
favorite.
say, if the Eagles were a Dolphins team and we were down 26-7 in the third quarter, we would have lost 52-7 in the fourth quarter. That's the difference between a good team and a bad team right
Yeah, shout out and the fact that they did this in Philly because when you see the crowd because I've seen this play a fucking million times. When you look at how lit the crowd got when that they figured out he blocked the kick, oh my gosh, Paul. I would have paid. And you can't storm the field in the NFL, but I bet you in Philly they tried. They thought about it.
now. Well, then we had another exciting finish. The Buccaneers taking on the Jets in Tampa Bay. Bucks pulled out 29-27, and another 2-minute drill out of Baker to win a ball game. But they were clowning the fuck out of the Bucks in the commentating booth right up to it because they lead down. They're down by one. It's like fourth and short, and they go for the field goal, and the commentary boot's like, "Oh, why don't you just go for it?" Da, da, da. And they're like, "Nah, you got to kick a field goal here." And then when they kick the field goal, that bitch gets blocked and returned all the way. And they were like, "That's why you don't kick a fucking field goal right there." Well, I don't know. They're kind of, but Baker, third week. It's all I didn't realize. Well, I realized, but I didn't really think about it. But this is the third week in a row that Baker has led a 2 minute drill. Like, they're not walk off wins. Well, this one was because of the final field goal of the game, walked off win. But like against the Falcons, 2 minutes left, he goes down and gets that dub. The week prior on the primetime football game against the Texans, he goes down with 2 minutes left, go gets the dub. So like this third, like game recognized game. He's not having the craziest stat lines. And shout out Mbuka because I think he's made a clutch catch in all three of these games in the fourth quarter. He's gonna have to do more with Mike Evans being out for the next three weeks potentially. But yeah, the Bucks, they're a fun team to watch right now.
You know I don't fuck with these niggas.
I
Even
know.
a little bit. Like I actually like detest them boys. Like if anything bad happens to them, I'm yes. I watched this game. I watched them block this field goal. I watched them score. I watched Aaron Glenn hit that Michael Jackson thriller on the side. Like he was lit. Like, yo, I saw that on
Lose
my red
load.
zone. I saw that on my red zone live. I was, yes, yes, yes. And then I looked at how much time was left. And I was like, the fact that I'm treating this man Baker like Patrick Mahomes right now, because I'm like, ah, fuck. They gave this dude too much time. This man has ice in his vein, brings it straight down, no problem. Didn't think twice about it. Because not only do they have injuries at receiver, they have injuries at O-line too.
Crazy injuries on the line.
Crazy injuries on O-line. So hit that big run. I don't know if it was on the last drive, but that big run he made in the fourth, you're just looking at this man like, yo, he's a man possessed right now. He's not, if there's a chance to win, he's gonna go take it every time.
And he makes big runs. I feel like every week. Like it's cliche at this point. Oh, it's fourth quarter. They're down by a little bit. I bet Baker makes a big run on third down.
And I want to come in here and talk about Brett. It was the Jets, like it was blah blah blah. Like it was the Falcons. It was who was it? The Bears? Who was the second week?
Oh, the Texans and
Yeah,
the first week was the Falcons.
yeah. It was. This is a good. I don't care. You. I when he did last week when it happened. They're showing when they scored when the Texans scored and it said Baker like, oh, let me get a sip of water. All right, y'all boys, let's go lock in. I got respect for Brian. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't gotta like him. I don't gotta cheer for him. I don't gotta root for him. I got respect for bro right now. But we'll let him start fucking up. I'm gonna say that I'm gonna give him the same amount of attention I gave him today.
Yeah, and the scariest thing for y'all divisional opponents is the O line is as bad as it's gonna get all year, and worse should be healthy sometime soon. So I was like, damn, they maybe get a little bit better. Then we had another ass whoop, and this game was 10-10 in the second quarter. And then I blinked my eyes and it was 34-10. But the Commanders beat the Raiders 41-24. The Raiders offense just is up there for like worst offense in the league right now. And like I don't care what the yards say, because the yardage is for Geno and shit's gonna look different. I don't give a fuck about all the numbers. Those are box score stats. Like this on paper, this team is just there's just no bright. Trey Tucker, maybe that he had a huge day. Don't get me wrong, fantasy wise, massive day. Um, if you're in a 16-man league and he's out there, go get him if you can. Fucking, but
If you can.
yeah, Marcus Mariota on the other side, revenge game, shows up, does his job. Another game where special teams had a huge play, the 90-yard kick return or punt return by Jalen Lane. But I just can't stress enough. Like Geno doesn't look good. Gentry hasn't looked crazy yet. I can't put it all on Gentry because they put up a stat as like percentage of yards after contact, and it had all the starting running backs. Gentry was the only one that had percent of yards made after contact. That means you're getting hit first, and then you get these yards. 101% of all his yards come from after contact. That means
That's
he's literally
crazy.
getting hit. He's just getting hit. Like he gets the ball, he's getting hit. Like that's just the insane. The next closest guy is at like 70% on this list. Like fucking 101% of yards after contact. That means he's negative yards before
Free,
contact.
free my Zoe. Free that Zoe. Ashton Genty, man.
Yeah,
Free Zoe, bro. Free
I knew
Zoe.
something was fishy because I'm looking
Yeah,
at
that
it, bro.
shit
This is
is
a beast of a
crazy.
man, bro. How the fuck is it not working out? And I
Eh,
find the stats. And I was like, oh,
He
O
he don't
line's
pop up on the
killing him.
red zone. He don't pop up on the red zone like that.
The O
O-line
line
is
fucking hates him.
O-line is selling crazy. 101? How does that
Percent
even
of all
work?
his yards. I mean, he's negative yardage. I mean, he's negative 1% before contact. I mean, it just don't make sense. I've never seen a stat like that, bro. This isn't 1 week outlier. This is through 3 weeks, bro. And I can't put the blame on him. Pete Carroll got his hands full over there in Raider County because them boys fall to fucking 1-2. I don't even know how the fuck they got one win with what I've seen on tape. Washington survives without Jaden Daniels. He may be back next week, but yeah, like fucking I can't back the Raiders. They're arguably one of the worst teams in the NFL.
Yikes. 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 Yeah, I don't got no game, no mantra for this one, y'all boys. We gonna pray for the Raiders.
Yeah, maybe some fun fantasy plays, but not especially not Gentry because she got drafted like top 10 in every league. So you're probably mad as fuck if that's your like first round pick is Gentry right
I seen him. I seen him. But I took Jameer Gibbs instead.
now. Take you smart man. Then this is the game. This is the game. I ended up picking the one team, but I said this is an iffy game. Browns 13, Packers 10. Browns had the number one defense coming into this game. I was just like, bro, like they only allow 150 total yards, like some absurd number. And I'm
Insane.
like their defense is so good. I'm like, and the Ravens had gotten like a punt return, a fucking a fumble return touchdown. Like they had so many crazy plays for points. I was just sitting here like, if the Packers can't do all those crazy things, who knows? That's why I didn't pick them in my suicide league. I was like, luckily I didn't. I ended up picking another team, but the Browns hold it down here, and the defense is showing. If as long as the offense doesn't make fuck ups, they can be in any game.
Bro, that Jordan Love, I would love to talk about this whole game, but like this came down to this Jordan Love interception, bro. That shit was tragic.
You putting it all on Love.
I can't put it all on Love.
It is what led up to their only touchdown of the game.
But they only had to go 4 yards to score.
And like, and the funniest thing is like all their point, well, not all their because of the point, but like fucking no. I think all their points came in the fourth quarter, didn't it?
No, I think they been had
Yeah,
them.
all their scores are in the fourth quarter. Because I just remember it was like 10-0, and I was just sitting there like, oh, maybe the Browns won't do anything. Because I'm just like, there's no way they can make three consecutive scores. And then like lo and behold, in the last 3.5 minutes, they score all their points.
It is crazy. I've never seen as many blocked field goals in my life this
Oh
season.
yeah, this weekend was crazy for special teams.
Just the fact that two happened in one game is crazy. But another blocked field goal happened to be had to be the decider of another game is crazy.
And then it sets up for I think the Browns got a rookie at kicker. I could be wrong. I don't know if he is or not, but Andre Smits is his name.
Does he
Something.
have a cousin? Does he have a cousin that also kicks? We might need him in Atlanta, just in case.
Nah, bro, y'all cursed, bro. Y'all, y'all let go. Yeah, it was like 92% chance the Green Bay was gonna 92.6% chance to win. Green Bay was gonna win. They're up 10-0 with 4.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. This is one of those
Crazy.
games where you screenshot the time, the fact that Packers had the ball, 4 minutes left, up 10-0, and it's like, yeah, Green Bay lost this game.
Shit is some crazy work.
Who knows? The Packers got Dallas up next week. Parsons returning to Dallas. We'll see how they look there. Move forward, divisional game, one of the closest game of the weekend. Chargers beating the Broncos 3-0 to go 3-0 within their own division. It's crazy to start off, but Justin Herbert once again continues like late game antics. Keenan Allen, no one wanted him in town, and Keenan Allen is now like wide receiver like 5 in fantasy football. That defense is swarming. Can't say nothing. Can't say enough about the Chargers right now. Top of the world, they say.
Yeah, I'm happy for Keenan Allen because I remember watching the first game and seeing that he had the captain stamp on his jersey. So I was like, okay, he's back and it's all love. But he's back and he's come ready to do it. Like he's killing the boys on the routes, getting them short, dinking, not dinking dunks, but getting them slants, getting them quick routes, some hot routes, and he's doing something with it. But respect to my quarterback, Jay Herbo. But I'm not gonna lie to you, Paul. I thought they was gonna lose this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought they was gonna lose this bitch. I remember thinking like, damn, they fucked up. So like, and now watching Red Zone, you're going through like three or four other games at the same time. So when they came through with the field goal, I was like, oh, Justin, my God.
Cameron Dicker, low key, one of the top kickers in the game. No one really says much about him, but I rarely see old boy miss for the Chargers.
Because the Quentin Johnson scored a touchdown to tie it.
Oh no, that was Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen scored
Yeah,
the late game.
Keenan, I'm
Yeah.
tripping. Quentin Johnson scored a touchdown before that. But yeah, they locked in fourth quarter. Like what they scored, like what? A touchdown and two field goals in the fourth?
I believe so. I do know that like it was a close. Both teams didn't really do too much. It was a standstill for quite some time. Did
Yeah.
both defenses played pretty well. So I can't really say like one team obliterated the other because of some stalemates throughout the game. But whereas the Broncos just didn't have the guns to come. Like Cortland Sutton did decent, J.K. Don, but Bo Nix, Justin Herbert. Like what are we talking here?
Yeah, I've been waiting for it. You haven't slandered Bo Nixon all of the season. So I was like, maybe Paul like thinks that maybe Paul has some a newfound respect or something. But Jit is
No,
definitely playing. He definitely is not didn't get and no better or something.
176, 206, and 153. Those are his three stat lines for the year so far, bro. Fucking 4 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. I
I
ain't
thought that was
stressing
your
that
guy.
fucking scrub.
I thought that was your guy, man.
Nah,
Yeah.
my guy is the Rattler himself. Spencer Rattler, once again, losing as a national football quarterback. Seahawks 44, Saints 13. All I know, but correct me if I'm wrong, but it was like fucking 3 minutes into this game. It was like 21-0. I was like, what the fuck happened? Like, what happened with the y'all had the ball for 3 total minutes? I could
Nah,
be maybe I'm cat. Oh, it was 21-0 in the first. I am stressing. It was like 10 minutes until that happened. But still, I was just sitting there like, bro, what the fuck? Are y'all even playing? It was a Jackson Smith and Jigba touchdown. Torrey Horton, rookie, gets the 95-yard punt return. Once again, special teams going crazy. Kenneth Walker, I think he had a touchdown. Torrey Horton scores a second one. Kenneth Walker scores a second one. Jason Myers shit ton of field goals. Fucking, I was just sitting there like, bro, like the Saints really are the worst team in the NFL. Like
and
this,
don't forget the block punt.
and they blocked. Yeah, terrible defense. Couldn't stop the Seattle all day. Terrible offense. Rattler and them boys look terrible, and terrible special teams. You let up a punt return and you get your shit blocked.
These are people, man. These are guys, your Creole folks in Louisiana. But
Y'all
yeah,
may
I
have
don't.
put up zero, but that all around is the worst performance of the weekend.
I'm glad to hear that our missed field goals on special teams didn't
No, because their third team was off, but they were down 21-0 in the first quarter. It was 38-3. I don't know. And like just see the worst part is like Sam Darnold still no one's saying here is like, yeah, Sam Darnold looked great. Like no one's saying that.
Cooper Cup definitely ain't got nothing do nothing for me.
I knew he was on Seattle, but like right now, like he's just so non-existent. Like you could ask probably 100. Like not many people you probably know where the fuck he playing
Right.
football right now. But
I ain't
he's
gonna
not
lie though.
retired.
Last week he got me 16 points, so that's why I was feeling him. But
All
like,
right, all right.
but he's ranked like 64 in his
And
position.
I want to see how far this Olave, not Olave, it's Rattler, I think, because this is like his third NFL game this year, and I think he had 5 or 6 last year. So he's like 0-8 as a starter. And he potentially, if they don't bench him, he goes 0-17. and you take over like the 6 games you played last year, you potentially could be like 0-24 as an NFL starter. And like, I just want to see that if that happens because I don't think there's ever been anybody to go that because usually if you go a whole season 0 and whatever, your ass ain't playing again next year.
Ever.
So like if he got a head start of like 6 games from last season and he rides out this whole year as well to win, I was like that's gonna go down as like the worst win record in NFL history.
I'm rooting for it. I hope to
I
see
am
it.
too. Like, I want to see how long can this. Oh, because Tyler Show must be ass at the backup. They're like third round. Like, where the fuck they drafted? Where he was. I remember when he got drafted. I didn't even like Shador Sanders, and I was sitting there like, y'all drafted this guy over Shador Sanders? What the fuck? like, so I was just sitting there like, oh, okay, like I don't know what they got going on. If it's tanking for Arch, it don't look good because fucking
Yeah.
Arch is not looking too hot.
Imagine taking for bro.
Yeah, bro, I wouldn't have. But moving forward, another game that was close, very boring, kind of exciting at the end. 49ers get the dub 16-15. We had a rare safety due to holding in this game. Um, Cardinals get the safety with 3 minutes in the fourth quarter to go up by 2 points. They go up by 2 points and get the ball back with 3 minutes in the game. You would think you could win that ball game. Nope. A quick, I mean, pretty quick, I think 3 and out on that very next drive. Punt ball, Mac Jones leads them down the field for the Eddie Pinero. And it was like one was like a screen to Christian McCaffrey for like 30. It's like they only got 3 fucking plays. Like you always gotta be looking for the Christian McCaffrey screen. Like that bitch is always gonna like and there he goes, 30 yards down the field. And it's like, oh, I think you took Niners. I took Cardinals on this one. That's why I'm a little extra salty because the Cardinals lost me this one. But yeah, Pinero sets up the game winner. 49ers find a way to go 3-0 without the starting quarterback in two of them.
Yeah, I mean the 49ers have played like what, 3 games and they've won the last two by field goals and they're not playing like good competition even a little bit. And I don't think their next game is gonna be a hard game. Like it could be the most like the throatest 4-0 team in the league. But at the end of the day, they're winning the football games. They're figuring it out.
Nick Bosa did tear ACL. He'll be out for the rest of
Well,
the
I didn't
season.
even hear about that.
Yeah, so Nick Bosa will be out for the rest of the season. So they're another where they've showed their statistics. Like I think Fred Warner's missing a couple games. It was like they have like $300 million on the bench right now due to injuries. Like it's just insane. Brandon
That's
Ayuk
crazy.
got the bag. That hurt. Brock Purdy this year. Fred Warner, Nick Bosa now. Like is everyone that gets the bag. All like they just get hurt. Christian McCaffrey last year with the tendonitis, he had gotten the bag and he was out for like fucking 3/4 of a season.
That's tragic. At least they're not paying 50 coaches.
Yeah, at least they got one solid one. Then we had the Bears just beating the dog shit out of the Cowboys 31-14. I
This
didn't.
this game wasn't when I hear it, it isn't crazy to me, but I was actually shocked when I seen this. I was like, yo, what?
Caleb Williams that was like quarterback one this week with his like 300 yards, a 4 touchdowns. Fucking, I forgot. I forgot Matt Eberflus is the defensive coordinator for the Cowboys now, former head coach for the Bears, former head coach of Caleb Williams, and him and Caleb didn't have the best times whenever he was the head coach there. So someone was like, "Oh, of course, like Caleb Williams revenge game that no one thought of or some shit." And I was like, I didn't make that connection. I probably still want to pick them. Don't get me wrong, but I didn't make the connection.
Yeah, and then what? See, they said CeeDee Lamb's only hurt for 1 week, or send the boy out for a little
It
minute.
could be. I've seen some people try to report 1 to 2 weeks, and I've seen others saying that's like minimum 3 to 4 weeks. So it's a high ankle sprain. I think more information will come out as the days progress. But he's only missed, I think, 2 games his whole career. So people were saying that CeeDee Lamb's low key like an Iron Man, so he might be out there.
Yeah, I could see that boy locking in. But yeah, the Cowboys got smoked. I did not expect the Bears to look good to figure it out. But hey, if the Bears could low key play like this, they could low key get a few more wins this season. Maybe like in the eight to. I'm giving them like 4 to 6 range, but they're trying to go into the 8 win range. I'm just like, all right,
If you were trying to sell somebody on like, hey, Caleb Williams has to get all the shit together because the talent is there, like arm talent, shit you can't coach, like the Josh Allen, Pat Mahomes, escape the pocket off the back leg, throw it 60 yards on the fucking dime type of shit you can't coach to people. You show them this game, like because there were so many players. I was just saying that like I'm not the Cowboys defense is probably up. It's up there with my team with like worst defense in the league right now. So like we do got to keep
movie
that
team.
in mind. But like the 65-yard bomb to the rookie Luther Borden, the third fucking in like the first or second quarter, like I was like, oh, that's a that's a first round quarterback right there. Like you can't coach that pass right there. Uh, but yeah, that this is the game you would show them if you're trying to sell somebody on Caleb Williams.
Yeah, I respect it. I've never been a Bears hater. I just would love to see them stay consistent.
I haven't lived in. I mean, other they did when Devin Hester and they got to the Super Bowl and they got beat up pretty bad. Outside of that one season, the Bears have just never really been relevant enough for me to really give a fuck about it for my generation. Like they had Brian Urlacher, cool. They had Brandon Marshall, cool. Jay Cutler, my dog. Matt Forte, good running back. Um, but they was always just like second place to the Packers to me in that division. Like they had never been like, oh yeah, like Super Bowl hopeful. The Bears.
That's just crazy. I thought it was even crazier. We'll get into that another time. But the next game though, this taught me I really should have traded Russell when I had the chance.
Oh yeah, and it taught me I probably should have traded for Scatterboo when I was offered him. It's that boy is probably gonna be RB1. But yeah, Chiefs 22. They get off the snide and get a win here, and then the Giants fall to 0-3, only putting up 9 here. And this is the game that got Russ benched because Jackson Dart is named a starter as of next week.
Could have traded that man.
Should trade that man.
And I could have had Daniel Jones over him.
I think
But
that the, if I'm a fan of the Giants, I would be so mad if like it's third and long on like we need a thing and like he's throwing the ball out of the end zone. Like fourth and four, the game's on the line, fourth and whatever, and he throws the ball to some fan in the stands. Like the game's already over. Like at least give me a jump ball or something.
mhm.
Like so, I just found that kind of crazy. I would have benched his ass too, and Chiefs still don't look good. So like if you're a Chiefs fan, if Gator was here, I would be telling his ass to pipe down still.
Nah, that's real talk. I mean, yeah, I mean the Chiefs didn't look. It's just like this game was what? It was what was the score at this halftime?
At halftime, Chiefs it was
Oh
like
yeah.
yeah, it was 6-9, and the
Mhm.
Chiefs had yet to score a touchdown. It was
Yeah,
the fucking Giants scored a touchdown and Gano was hurt and he missed his field the extra point.
but
Oh, that bitch
yeah,
got
so
blocked actually.
that shit's crazy. But yeah, the Chiefs didn't look great until the second half. They figured it out a little bit and started maneuvering. But this is just the dumpster fire. This week showed us a lot. Like, yo, there's some teams that really need to figure something out immediately. And both these teams are the
And Xavier Worthy should be back for the Chiefs next week, so hopefully they look a little bit better. And like Malik Neighbors had like one catch for like 4 yards or two catches for like 7 yards, something crazy. Where like if you was hoping for a big performance on him for fantasy wise Sunday night, you got cooked this week.
facts. But he probably had like what 8 targets type shit. Like, I
Oh yeah,
swear they said they was trying to feed him, but every like if you only have
McDuffel
one,
Island, baby.
yeah, if you only have one person that's gonna eat, they're gonna lock him up.
And Thorin, Tyrese Thorin, so whatever Thorin's first name is, Thorin looks like he might be the guy for. Well, Xavier Worthy comes back, so we'll see. But they look like they found another receiver that can come in and be an actual guy.
Hell yeah.
And in the primetime game, Monday Night Football, the Lions beat the Ravens 38-30. We was both on the Ravens here. It was a good ball game. Don't get me wrong.
This is my game of the week.
Yeah, like both offenses came to play here, but it was a couple crucial mistakes down the line. Like you can't like Derrick Henry. I'm not saying that he's known for fumbling. That's King Henry. There's a couple games now where he's just uncharacteristic fumbles in the ball game at some crucial moments.
Brett, I seen a stat that said like I can't remember the exact years. I think it was 2022 to 2024 or something like that. He had three fumbles on like 652 carries. This season he's already had three. He's averages a fumble a game because he fumbled twice in one game. Like that's crazy. But like Aiden
That is
Hutchinson,
crazy stat. That's why he's King
but
Henry.
yeah, but Aiden Hutchinson, like when I look at that shit, I was like, yo, bro, I don't think I would have held on to that bitch if you had put super glue on my fucking hands. Like Aiden Hutchinson, big ass arm punching through. Like that's like when a unstoppable force meets an immovable object. Something gotta go. Something
Something
gotta
gotta
give.
give.
Something gotta give. So motherfucking. So yeah, but the Lions look good, man. I think they're run. David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs are trying to go for like one of the greatest running back tandems in history because like they're just locking it in the park, and it's crazy like how unselfish they're. Like Jahmyr Gibbs to get them to the one, and then David Montgomery will punch it in, or David Montgomery will break for some type of big run type shit. Jahmyr Gibbs will catch a ball and take it up. Like there's just so many ways that they could kill you. You got to watch both of them, and like you got to be ready for them. So that running back tandem is so nice. And then the mistakes that the Ravens made were crazy. Like there was at the end of the second half, nobody tripped because I think they ended up kicking a field goal. But this man Lamar had they went for it on fourth down. They end up running up in Lamar's face. He ends up fumbling it, and then it goes to the 20, but he ends up recovering it himself. But the Ravens just started to look sloppier as the game progressed, while the Lions were just kind of locking in and dialing in.
And someone had a well, hold on. When you were saying about them two being the way they are, it's also funny because like get fucking David Montgomery when asked about like, oh yeah, like it was a good play for you to score that last touchdown. You knew that the Ravens didn't have the timeouts or whatever, or I don't know. It just basically asked him like if you would have did it differently, knowing like what was, and he was like, "Bro, timeouts or not, I was putting that motherfucker in the end zone." Like I was like, that's a funny ass guy. Like, bro, I'm about to get mine. Like, what the fuck? Like, I get 10 touches a game. I'm taking that bitch to the crib.
As you should, yes, sir. But yeah, I love to see that channel because that opens up everything. Because and then when Amon Ra and St. Brown and Jared Goff are locked in, they can do some spectacular ass shit. Because that catch, that one touchdown, I want to say it was his second, the one where Jared Goff just threw it up in the perfect in the tight coverage, and he just turned around real quick, grabbed that bitch, tucked it in the end zone. When
Yeah,
they're locked in, they're doing it. And then Sam
that
Laporta
no,
when
bro. He did the zestiest dance I've ever seen with that look.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan either. But and then Sam Laporta was a monster on third down. I think he converted their first three third downs. Like when his offense is rolling and his defense is pushing it, this Lions team is very tough. And now the Ravens are 1-2. And
Yeah,
I think they
best
play the
one and two
Chiefs next
team in
week.
the NFL. They're saying.
I think they play the Chiefs next week.
I could double check that. You're probably right. Yeah, no, and it's at Arrowhead. Both teams are 1 and 2. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? One
Somebody
of
gotta
those
go.
teams is going to 1 and 3 next week.
Somebody gotta go 1-3.
But before we head out of here, that was the recap of NFL Week 3 slate. Moving on, because we got to keep things going forward. Moving on, we got a divisional matchup coming up, Kev, this Thursday night on Prime. Cardinals are 1.5 point dogs at home with the Seattle Seahawks coming into town. Last week we had the Bills taking care of business as a favorite on the Thursday night game against the Dolphins. Packers beat the Commanders as a favorite. And week 1, the Eagles beat the Cowboys as a favorite. Does the favorites keep a trend here, Kevin? Seattle get it done, or the Cardinals as a home dog? Both teams 2-1, divisional opponents. They know each other well. Are they going to come out barking?
I'm not a fan of the Cardinals, but or the Seahawks, truthfully, but I think the Cardinals, fix a lot more shit after what I saw this week. or the Seahawks. They might still be on one from the last game. So they might be able to come through with the game plan and open up the offense to go bust their ass. So I
It's
got the
a
Seahawks.
short week, and remember, James Conner is also going to be out for the season. I think he tore an ACL for the Cardinals. So Trey Benson, second year, that they was hyping up the second year running back. He's going to get the full. He's getting the full workload moving forward.
We're gonna see what he does with it. But I can't pick the Cardinals for that. You did pick them last week.
I
You almost
honestly,
got it. You was close. Divisional opponent too.
both teams have good defenses, especially well, not good defense. The Seattle has a good front seven. Cardinals, low key, have had a good secondary. Oh, I think the Cardinals can do just enough at home here. Just enough at home. I didn't expect them to be a dog. Honestly, I thought they would be a slight pick 'em here since Seattle hasn't looked too good. So I'm mostly picking the Cardinals here because I don't think it should be the other way. I think it should be the other way around right now. And I think the Cardinals should be a 1 point favorite at home. Respectfully, it's home territory. And I just haven't seen enough out of Sam Darnold to warrant a divisional road game where they're the favorite. So I'm gonna take the Cardinals as a slight home dog here.
Mm, do what you gotta do, man.
So and you're taking Seattle?
Yes, sir.
All right, we're starting off the week with split picks to open up Thursday night, and we'll be back because this Sunday, first week we're going across the pond. Kev, Steelers Vikings are playing in Dublin this Sunday early, so we're gonna
Nice.
have a fun episode this weekend. We're probably no UFC or boxing this weekend, so we're taking the week off on all that. But we'll be back once again for another Sunday through Monday picks and a Thursday recap. I'm Paul Pick on Winham, and it's Kev Waterboy